Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today is day number 47. It's Friday. It's the end of week number 7. And I wrote down a couple tips for you all to set you up for success on this diet. I'm going to wing it real quick. So, the first tip I put down was to clear your calendar. Look at your schedule realistically. Look at all the events you got coming up, families, birthday parties, dinner parties, all that stuff, night out with the fellas, night out with the girls. Look all that stuff up realistically and make sure all that stuff's behind you before you decide to start this diet. Make sure you set aside a realistic amount of time where you can be uninterrupted to do this diet. Number two, I say, is to plan and purchase all your meals. Go ahead and buy for the week, and that way you know everything that you're going to be eating, and you don't have to worry about deviating from the plan. A lot of people have been hitting me up saying they just can't stick with eating the same thing. But I say for the first 7 days, it's kind of for the best results, I say to eat the exact same meal every day at the same time of day, every day for the first 7 days for the best results. And no one has yet to leave a comment saying they've done that yet. I say give that a try for the best results on your first week. Then the next one I put down was just don't let the scale discourage you, because the scale doesn't always reflect how you feel and how you look on this diet. You might be looking thin, feeling slim, all good to go. You're full of confidence and you're just good. And then you look on the scale and then it just changes your whole mood because it doesn't say it doesn't reflect the way you're feeling. So don't let the scale trick you. I don't step on the scale every day. I don't rely solely on the scale. I know that the numbers are going to add up. You know what I'm saying? Go with how you feel. And then the numbers will add up eventually. Also, another thing that I put on there was to, and I've said this before, to get in the habit of going to bed on an empty stomach. Do not eat after 6 p.m. Go to bed. I know a lot of people be in the middle of the night, I'm starving, and want to go get a midnight snack or go in the kitchen and see what's in the fridge. Go to bed on an empty stomach. You will receive an instant reward. When you wake up the following morning and you go to the bathroom and wash your face, brush your teeth, you're looking in the mirror and you're seeing all your progress. You're like, oh my God, I'm burning fat. Okay, I see my hard work. So that's the instant reward you get when you go to bed on an empty stomach. I know it's grueling at night, but you wake up in the morning feeling great. The next one I put was to challenge yourself to resist one temptation a week. And what I mean by that, if you haven't been following the channel, is when you get around somebody who's offering you some food, some free food, or any type of good food that you would normally just go ahead and take and eat, say no for a change. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel better about yourself the more and more you do that. You know what I'm saying? It seems kind of hard at first, but then you're like, okay, you're getting some willpower. That's like a little test right there. And don't let a good idea throw you off your diet. You know what I'm saying? Because there's been times before this 60-day challenge. Like I said, I had to crawl before I walked, so I experimented a lot with the 5-by diet, and I would go, 12 days, 14 days, 30 days. I was experimenting, but I would let a good idea just knock me off the wagon. But I had the confidence of knowing that I could start again. But some of the ideas, I might be 13 days in and somebody come up with an idea. Hey, you want to go to lunch, Red Lobster, on me? Hell yeah, I want to go. So I would go, So, and then, there's been times where before this 60-day challenge, my girl, cooked my favorite dish, sloppy joes, turkey sloppy joes with, the chips and all that on the side. And I gave in to the temptation like 14, 15 days in because I knew I had the confidence to get back on the diet. But I just sacrificed it. I was like, okay, whatever. So moving on, I want you all to understand that it's way more mental than physical. You know what I'm saying? You really have to give yourself positive affirmations and really big up yourself and be proud of yourself with every progress you make. When you knock a day out, 1, 2, 3, whenever you start knocking days out, be proud of your progress. You know what I'm saying? When you start looking in that mirror in the morning after not eating at night, be proud of the progress that you're making. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that I refer to that keep me going, like Steve Harvey's morning show out here in Los Angeles every morning at 6 a.m. He has a 12-minute kind of motivational speaking thing. He speaks for 12 minutes from 6 a.m. to 6:12, and it's just a morning motivation to get the day going. One of the things he said that really got me going is that what if you did exactly what you planned to do? Like, what if you executed your game plan and accomplished exactly what you set out to accomplish? Visualize how your life would be different you know, specifically, and everybody's life is different. You know, if you set a goal and you actually got some success with it, how would your life be different? You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of look to the future, look to the finish line. That was motivation for me. Another one on a more, on a more funny note, one of my favorite shows is Entourage. Ari Gold is my favorite character, and there was a scene where Vince, he was on the outs with Vince, and it was Vince's birthday party. He said, "Hey, Ari, come in and have some cake." And Ari was like, "No, no, 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 no. You're looking at the hungry Ari Gold." And I just, that line just kind of resonated with me because, when people ask me, "Hey, what I'm saying, why you ain't eating?" Because I'm staying hungry. You know what I'm saying? So just on motivationally speaking. A little funnier example, Dane Cook in the movie My Best Friend's Girl, in the beginning of the movie, he tells his girl at the bar, "Hey, nothing tastes good as looking good." So that was a little funny from a superficial standpoint, but I think about certain stuff like that whenever I get the temptation to fall off the wagon. And that's what works for me. Everybody has something that works for them. But moving on, before I started this 60-day challenge, I knew that I had the confidence to complete it because of all the past failures and resisting the temptations. And all the temptations I gave into and everything in the past. So going forward, I got all that stuff behind me, and I knew that I would be able to complete this 60-day challenge with confidence. And, but there was a time in my life where, I kind of accepted the fact that I was a big man and, to the less sensitive people, a fat guy. You know what I'm saying? I accepted that. I didn't see myself losing a large amount of weight. I just accepted it, and I said, "Hey, I'm going to be a fly big guy. I'm going to have swag. I'm going to be, I'm going to be stylish, and I'm just going to accept my weight for what it is." And fortunately, I found something that works for me that I was able to turn that around and really get some results out of it. So in closing, I know this is a long-winded video, but in closing, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't accept that. You know what I'm saying? Don't accept that this is something that you can do. There is a way to lose weight. This has worked for me, and I think it could work for you. It's just don't get discouraged that, you're falling off the wagon if that's what you're doing. Just keep doing it, because it took me a minute to get to this point where I can just be like, "Hey, I'm doing this." I got tired of, being overweight and, what I'm saying, wearing these big clothes and, all this stuff. I just got tired of it. So I'm sure that you all that are looking at this channel and are following these videos and are interested in doing the 5-Bite diet and have executed days, it's going to eat at you. You're going to keep doing it. You're going to keep practicing, falling off the wagon, practice, fall off the wagon, then something's going to click, just like it did with me, and you're going to be like, "Okay, I'm doing it. I'm tired of this." You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say, and I hope you all have a good weekend. I'll talk to you all tomorrow.